Hello and welcome to the Drag Palace. 8 royalty have entered and only 1 will win.
This palace only has room for 1 queen. Me.
Hi, I'm Gemini Kills, I'm 17, from the UK. I'm excited to be on this race because I've done 1 YouTube race in the past. That was King of Drag Season 1, and I came 7th, so probably no one remembers me.
Go home.
Nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea prone man.
Hi, I'm Diarrhea Pearlman. I'm 28 years old from Richmond, Virginia. I'm excited to compete in this race because I feel like I have a lot of talent to bring to the table. I give a lot of good comedy, some seriously tacky puns.
Just getting to know everyone, I think my strongest competition is going to be Dia, because she's older than the rest of us, so she has more experience with everything.
I'm here to Santro slay yo ass.
My name is Will Carrigan-LeBeau. I am 18 years old. I am originally from the land of hookers, Las Vegas, Nevada, but now live in the land of enchantment, Albuquerque, New Mexico. I'm excited for Drag Palace because I think it would be a fun way to test what I can do drag-wise and pick up things that aren't just a black dress and grungy makeup.
I'm Zara West, and I'm a high-fashion hooker. So, I'm Zara West, as you guys know. I'm from Michigan, and I'm excited to be in this race because it's one of my first races I've ever been in.
It's Blair, and you could say I'm bitchin'.
Hi, it's Blair Asbury, and I'm in Chicago, Illinois right now, but I also live in Michigan for a co-op thing. I'm excited for this race because I love showcasing my drag.
Hi, Wolf. Someone said I say my name funny, and I do. Wolf. I don't know. Anyway.
So far, I think my biggest competition would probably be Wolf, because the bitch knows how to be.
Someone else I have to watch out for is Wolf. I've known Wolf for honestly 2.5 years. And we've been friends since way before I even started any of this. I'm excited to actually compete with her for the first time, and hopefully we make it quite far, and I definitely want to see her achieve because she's a fast learner and she's super talented.
Royalty, this week you will be challenged to create a Victorian themed runway, and this week's lip sync song will be Prima Donna by Marina and the Diamonds. Good luck and don't fuck it up.
Okay, challenge one. Victorian. My biggest worry about this challenge would be that my look is really bad. Like, it's awful, like, to a point. Like, it's not disgusting and terrible, it's not like Derek Barry. But, it's just bad.
My biggest concern about this week's runway is probably just overall execution. Trying to come up with an idea and make sure that you can be crafty enough with what you have to make it work.
My concept for this challenge is a Jack the Ripper, but heavily inspired by the video game Bloodborne, so very dark and grungy, kind of like a post-apocalyptic vibe as well. So I'm looking forward to it, and I hope it reads well.
My biggest competition would be probably Dia. He would probably be my biggest competition because he's older than me. Like, he's old. Like, I'm not saying he's old. He seems really good, and I'm kind of scared because he's like, he might win, and I want to win.
My concept for this challenge was a rich girl going to a ball and I wanted to do something risque. She doesn't really, how do I say it? Her parents don't like her to show a lot of skin, but she does. Hence the slit in the front, the high slit in the front.
Weakest competition? Probably Zara. Just because, out of all of us, she seems to have the least experience.
Connecting with everyone is a little bit difficult. I didn't realize that I was going to be the oldest competitor. So there's a little bit of a disconnect when you're about 12 years older than the majority of the people that you're racing against.
I'm not connecting with everyone because I don't really know them. So I've been focused on a lot of other things because, well, I have other things to do. So obviously this is a priority, but I have college too, so.
The two that I know might not do as good as in the competition are, the first one is Zara. That is because, like, me and Zara are friends. Like, I'm probably closest with Zara out of everyone in the competition. But he's really young and, like, and my other weakest competition could be Blair. Because I've seen her promo look. I haven't seen anything else from her. She only has 2 pictures up on her Instagram. And, like, her voice is really soothing, I must say. I saw it in the Meet the Queens and her voice is really soothing. But yeah.
But I'm just gonna, let's just, Faye Zara's the weakest.
This week's challenge was Victorian, and I struggled. I was supposed to get an entirely new look for it, new hair, new outfit, corset finally, but I wasn't able to get any of that. My initial plan was to do sort of like a steampunky look. I wasn't able to get the resources for that, so I've had to do something I like to call Victorian Secret. It's a terrible name. Like 1870s boudoir inspired. And I included a like skirt tearaway at the beginning because I made that skirt myself when I was going to do the steampunk look, and it turns out I didn't get to use it, so I at least wanted to include it a bit to show that I could make something.
My concept for this challenge is to give you a little bit of Victorian realness. A little bit of a play on a Victorian look, kind of sticking a little bit real, but not being afraid to drag it out a little bit more. I feel like as far as a lot of the other girls are concerned, I'd be a little more polished, and I actually do a face of drag makeup. I don't just paint like a girl and call it drag.
My concept for this challenge is really very Blair. It's find something from that era that you relate to, and I relate a lot to Victorian prostitutes. Yeah.
I don't think I should be in the bottom because my concept is something people normally wouldn't be thinking of. A lot of people would probably do like a detox thing, or maybe like a porcelain Ofax, very Marie Antoinette, but with unconventional materials stuff. And I decided to go outside and do Victorian era's most infamous killer.
I haven't really spoken to many of the people in this race, and that's my fault. I've not really engaged myself with anyone because I've been like focused on exams that I've just had. So from now on, because I've finished, I'm definitely gonna make more of an effort to connect with people.
Along with everyone, I think everyone likes me. I can be really annoying, but I think everyone likes me. Gemini and Zara are the only ones I actually know. Like, I've known Gemini for like maybe a year now. It could be a year. Gemini's so nice. And that bitch is good. Like, I've seen some of her stuff. She's good. Yeah. Bring it to the runway.
This week, for the Victorian runway, I decided to go with a female version of the Jack the Ripper, with the aesthetic being heavily inspired by the video game Bloodborne, which takes place in a Victorian-era post-apocalyptic world. Hope you enjoy it.
I would say I deserve to win this challenge because my overall look is very much a Victorian fantasy realness. I tried to do the layers and the excessive amounts of jewelry. I crafted my own paper collar, so I could have the ruffles, and I just feel like my overall look is aesthetically pleasing.
For this look, I was going for a rich lady going to the ball, but I wanted it to be somewhat risque to wear in the Victorian era, hence the big slit in the front.
For my Victorian runway, I went for like a maid, and it really didn't go well because I had a whole concept, an idea, like pre-planned, but I didn't have enough time to do all the stuff for it, so this is what I got, and I'm probably going to be in the bottom two with a drunken lip sync. Great!
Welcome to the main foyer of the Drac Palace. I am one of your hosts. This is Faye Zara, first runner-up of School of Drag Race Season 2.
And I'm your other co-hostess, Cindy, a biological woman.
Allegedly.
Do these look fake to you?
Gemini, you're safe. You may go backstage. Alright, Zara, a few things to say. I do think that the handbag just doesn't really fit the era. And the skirt, I get it, the skirts back then had a bit more volume, but it just read as being lazily done. It kind of looks like bed sheets or shower curtains, and also along with the shirt, it kind of just swallows up your body, and yeah, and the hair isn't the best.
And I know you're going for the slit as scandalous, but for me, it just read as I don't have enough, whatever material this was made out of, I don't have enough to make a full skirt. So I'm just gonna make this little slit and hope that it pays off. And I was not a fan of it. Nor was I a fan of what looks like you have a belt keeping it up. And the shoes do not read Victorian. They read more $5 shoes that you got from the mall.
What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with $5 shoes from the mall. I have a few. Willow, can I say gagged? This Jack the Ripper inspired runway really killed it. I love like the belts and the leather, and the jacket's really good. I'm not a huge fan of fascinators, but that's just me. Also, your character commitment on the runway was great.
So happy that this paid off.
It killed it for me. I like the hat. I wish the hat was a little bigger, because right now it kind of seems like it's on a headband, and had it been bigger, I think it would have added to your character a little more. But I really liked the chains that you had on you. That was a really cool addition, and I really got the character that you were going for.
Maybe I just want to see the shoes.
You just don't say anything.
No, the shoes are bad. The shoes could use some work. Sorry. That's the only, like, you have such a complete look. Shoes, especially if you're gonna pan down to them, make sure they're good. Okay, Wolf. I mean, I like the props you used. That really helped your point get across, and your makeup, as always, is flawless. But I do feel like everything from the neck up is okay. Everything from the neck down is not. I don't like the simple t-shirt, and I get it, you were going for an apron with the white fabric, but it wasn't cut at the same length, and it came off as just really weirdly draped, and like, just, girl, there's hot glue, or, you know, hot glue can save a life. Safety pins, just hide it well, you know?
I totally understood what you were trying to go for with that look. In fact, like, when I looked at it, I was getting Rose Tyler in the second episode of Doctor Who. Don't ask why. I don't know. But, I mean, it wasn't executed well. I like it, but I don't think that it stands enough to compete with the competition that the rest of the girls bring.
Your sewing, as always, is impeccable. The sleeves are great. The train in the back is great. The skirt looks great, and of course, it was a very nice touch.
Thank you. I just really appreciate that you appreciate it. I put a lot of work into it, and I'm glad it looks as good as it does.
The other thing is, I would work on your facial expressions and your body language. Sometimes you put your shoulders forward and slump a little bit, which can read as, you know...
I mean, I guess a little.
Try to make your poses uplifted and good and sharp. And along with your face, I have it too. I have a resting bitch face. So what I recommend with that is pouting your lips and opening up your eyes and like looking at everything like, oh, I've never seen that before. Wow. Ooh. Just a recommendation.
I wanted more hair. I did not get very much hair at all. It read Victorian well enough, but I wish that you had the curls that went to like your shoulders, and I think that would have helped as well. And I also want you to take more time on your runway. Like, take it slow. Don't be afraid to like show us your look.
Hey, going off of that real quick, with your runway as well, you move around a lot. I would just hold a pose a little bit longer to make it lasting instead of just always moving like water. Just keep it a little bit more, not rigid, but composed, yeah. Alright, Daya, fuck, you killed it. You did not come to play in this competition. This look is very well done. My probably favorite part about this is the hair. I don't know why, but it's just amazing. The pale skin is a nice touch. It looks great. Like, damn. My only critique would be the crown, like a crown or something, because the top part of your hair, the top part of your head
is flat.
Yeah, and it looks weird with the little flower crown or whatever you put on it. I don't know. It just didn't look as good or as extra, not in a bad way, as the rest of your look did.
I wanted a better necklace, because the necklace that you have now, it just looks like beads. It looks like cheap beads. I want a gem. And I want to see that because I feel like it would convey royalty more. And I also want to see a different shoe because the pointy toe is kind of distracting me from the rest of the look. But otherwise, I loved it. This was an amazing look.
Blair, your corset look had us cinched and gagging for more. You're safe. Daya, your Victorian Queen runway inspired look really made us lose our heads. Congratulations, you're the winner of this challenge.
You have won
Nothing.
nothing.
Well, you've won an advantage for next week, which will be revealed soon. Willow, your Jack the Ripper inspired runway really chopped through the competition. You're safe. Wolf, your maid-inspired runway really didn't serve us. I'm sorry, my dear, but you're up for execution. You'll be lip-syncing for your life tonight. Zara, the slit in your Victorian runway skirt really cut you short. Sorry, my dear, but you are up for execution, and we'll be lip-syncing tonight.
Done a girl, yeah. All I ever wanted was the world. I can't help that I need it all. The prima donna life, the rise and fall. You say that I'm kinda difficult, but it's always someone else's fault. Got you wrapped around my finger, babe. You can count on me to misbehave. A prima donna girl, would you do anything for me? Buy a big diamond ring for me? Would you get down on your knees for me? Pop that pretty question right now, baby. Beauty queen on a silver screen, living life like I'm in a dream. I know I've got a big ego. I really don't know why it's such a big deal though. I'm sad to the core, core, core. Every day is a chore, chore, chore. When you give, I want more, more, more. I wanna be adored, 'cause I'm a prima donna girl, yeah. All I ever wanted was the world. I can't help that I need it all. The prima donna life, the rise and fall. You say that I'm kinda difficult, but it's always someone else's fault. Got you wrapped around my finger, babe. You can count on me to misbehave. A prima donna girl, fill the void up with celluloid. Take a picture, I'm with the boys. Get what I want, 'cause I asked for it, not because I'm really that deserving of it. Living life like I'm in a play, in the limelight I want to stay. I know I've got a big ego. I really don't know why it's such a big deal though. Going up, going down, down, down. Anything for the crown, crown, crown. When the lights get me down, 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 I spin around. 'Cause I'm a prima donna girl, yeah. All I ever wanted was the world. I can't help that I need it all. The prima donna life, the rise and fall. You say that I'm kinda difficult, but it's always someone else's fault. Got you wrapped around my finger, babe. You can count on me to misbehave. Prima donna girl, yeah. All I ever wanted was the world. I can't help that I need it all. The prima donna life, the rise and fall. You say that I'm kinda difficult, but it's always someone else's fault. Got you wrapped around my finger, babe. You can count on me to misbehave. Prima donna girl.
As the audience may have noticed, Aqua and Corey have not been a part of this episode at all. Aqua told us ahead of time that she would not be continuing on in this competition, but Corey, on the other hand, ignored our messages and left us on red. So they will no longer be continuing in the competition.
And they are the reason that nobody is going home tonight.
Yes, congratulations, Zara and Wolf. You both survived the lip sync, and you will live to fight another day in this palace.
But don't always expect that someone dropping out is going to save you, because it won't.
Now, with losing 2 girls in this race already is just not acceptable. So, we're bringing on another royalty. You may know her as Katie Killjoy,